Episode 3655, Break Bad Habits Today for a Healthier Tomorrow.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. It's Hump Day, and that means it's Wellness Wednesday. Oh, yes, it is. Are you ready? Because we've got championship. Oh, March Madness is here, even though it's April. How confusing is that? And then on top of that, oh, you've got the NIT and you've got other championships. What are you watching? Is it softball for you? Oh, come on. The college ball's amazing. But today, it's all about your wellness, your health and well-being. How can you do what you really want to do unless if you break bad habits today for a healthier tomorrow? For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already haven't had the opportunity, you'll want to head on over to createyournow.com where you can learn more and sign up for the Kisses newsletter. The Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, how are you doing? I pray you are having a fabulous week. And I know when we're in the middle of stuff in life, sometimes it just goes by so fast. How can it be that we're already in April of 2025? It just seems impossible. Just like yesterday, we were in March. Okay, technically we weren't. We were still in April. But you know what I'm saying. Life just keeps moving faster and faster and faster. And it's like we have a hard time catching up. But in that regard of life moving faster and faster, what happens when you're not healthy? What happens when you get into your feed, which I did yesterday, and found somebody complaining about their care when it comes from a medical facility? And I'm thinking, but what are you doing about yourself not to get yourself to go to the medical facility? Now, some of our stuff, we don't have a choice, but a lot of our things, we do have a choice. And when it comes to breaking bad habits, it's essential for achieving optimal health and well-being. But many of us, well, we have good intentions. But here's the key. We still got to break bad habits today for a healthier tomorrow. And as you know, overcoming these habits that we're entrenched in can be challenging. Research indicates that breaking bad habits is crucial for long-term health benefits, both physically and mentally. But what are we doing about it? Seriously. And I'm asking this question of not just you, of me too. I can sit here and eat the junk food and eat all the food that I love so much that my body hates. And then I can sit here and complain that I don't like where I'm at and I want to lose another 22.5 pounds or whatever it is. And still continue to eat what I know my body wants to reject. And still get on the complain train and be like, yep, oh, woe's me. Why don't we break bad habits? I mean, when you think about it, not breaking bad habits can have this detrimental effect on various aspects of our lives. Maybe it's one, comfort zone. You don't want to break it because, it provides comfort to you. It's familiarity, making it challenging to step out of the routine and embrace the change. Maybe there's too much change in your life. Maybe you're going through a breakup. Maybe your kids are in a stage of life where it's just kind of chaotic. If you've got a toddler and the terrible twos, if you've got a teenager about to graduate, right? And everything else in between. Maybe that comfort zone is what you need right now because of the season that your family's in. Maybe it's fear of failure. Breaking bad habits can be daunting. And the fear of relapsing or not succeeding might actually discourage you from even trying. Why do it? I failed so many times. I'm not good enough. It's not going to happen. Why put myself through that misery? Oh, I can just go ahead and be comfortable wearing the extra large clothes instead of being in the medium where I want to be. What about instant gratification? Bad habits often offer immediate gratification or relief, right? Why do we go through the fast food drive-thru? It's that immediate, I got it now. We don't want to wait 2 or 3 minutes. But how long did it take to get you to where you are? And it may not be a weight loss thing. Maybe you're actually just trying to gain muscle. As we get older, perimenopause, with the moment in time of menopause, and then we go into postmenopause, our bodies for women they change drastically. We're losing muscle all the time. And so maybe you're sitting here going, gosh, I'm getting older and I'm actually feeling weaker. And I've only got teenagers at home still. What's my problem? And so that instant gratification at that moment in time might feel like it outweighs the long-term consequences. And so we just stick with it. And it comes up again because it makes us comfortable. What about lack of awareness? Some of us may not fully understand or acknowledge the negative impact of our own bad habits, leading to what? Complacency. I'm just going to be here. I'm just living. I'm just loading the trucks. I'm just doing whatever. I'm not in control. I'm going to let life come at me, and that's how I'm going to show up. But I do think we are somewhat aware because we look at ourselves in the mirror and we don't like who we see. But then what happens is we have a lack of support. And breaking bad habits is going to require support from friends, from family, and professionals. And sometimes the support that you need the most, you don't get from, like your spouse. They don't mean to be mean, but sometimes their comments cut through the heart so fast that you're like, I can't do this. I can't go through another season like this. And so without a support system, you may find it difficult to make sustainable changes. It's just not going to work for you. And this is a really big one, emotional attachments. Some bad habits are deeply rooted in emotional or psychological triggers, making them harder to overcome without addressing underlying issues, meaning that, yeah, you need to go see a counselor, you need a therapist. That's okay, we all do. We all need a therapist, we all need a coach for the rest of our lives. Just is what it is. Why we're relational creatures. That's how God created us. But see, all of those reasons keep us stuck where we are. And we're like, why do I want to break my bad habits? Well, why don't you? Well, it's because I really don't have a problem. They have a problem. The food has a problem. If the food industry would just change the way they make things, everything would be fine. But why should you look at breaking bad habits? Studies have shown that bad habits such as smoking, excessive sugar consumptions, or even a sedentary lifestyle, it can really, 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 really affect your overall health at the root of it, right? You know this. If you're one who drinks a lot of alcohol, it's probably not a good idea. There are even some studies that say drinking alcohol is really not good for you, period. Like me, I don't drink alcohol. I'm not saying that you can't. That's not it at all. What I'm saying is that I don't like it, but I make my own alcohol. I buy my own grapes and I chew my own wine. I know it sounds kind of weird, but I kind of joke about it. I would rather have the fresh fruit and the sweetness than have that extra stuff that's added in that I really honestly don't need. But that's me. That's what I've chosen for my body. What's right for your body? Your health issues that you're facing. Are you waking up every single morning with joint issues and pain? If so, how much processed food are you eating? What's your sugar intake? Are you drinking enough water and hydrating your body so your body can actually flush out the needed toxins within it? Have you ever detoxified and taken out all the crap that we put in our body? A lot of people are like, I've never done a cleanse. I've never had a toxic release. I just keep eating, keep doing it because I got to eat 3 meals a day. Do you? And I'm raising those questions for you to go deeper, for you to say, what does my body need? Because when you say, okay, I don't want to end up in a medical center. I don't want to have to pay somebody else tens of thousands of dollars to take care of something that I could start taking care of now. Break the old and create the new. That is your Kiss to Keep It Simple strategy. Break the old and create the new. This is where you say, you know what? I want to reduce the risk of developing chronic diseases. I want to improve my quality of life. I want to break these habits because they're holding me back from my purpose at this season in my life. But let me tell you, man, it's hard, isn't it? I mean, it is. I know. I fight it every single day. It's not fair. It's not fair that I can look at food and gain 5 pounds. I didn't say eat it. I said look at it. It's like my body freaks out. And honestly, I do best eating like a bird. I'm like, that's no fair. I get to have a hamburger, but I only get to take 3 bites. I understand pasta, which, by the way, I stay completely away from. It does not do my body well. And as much as I love a lasagna and I make a pretty awesome lasagna, I don't even eat my own lasagna. I don't. Because I know what it does to the inside of my body, and it's worse than me eating other things, so I just don't do it. So at some point, we have to say, okay, if I'm going to break the old and create the new, what do I replace them with? How can I break these bad habits and replace them with good ones? Well, number one, you've got to identify the triggers and create a plan. You've got to recognize the triggers that lead to engaging in the bad habit. If you're one who's in a season of chronic stress right now, you've got something happening in your life, whether it's with a child, with you and your spouse, whether it's with you and your job, whether it's just life in itself, and you don't need an excuse, but it's just like, Christiane, this is just where I'm at. And you're going for the half a gallon of ice cream every single time, probably not a good idea. So what can you eat instead of that? Maybe you need to tune your own wine. Get some great grapes. Put them in there and say, I'm going to have something sweet like this. Instead of going to the tub of ice cream, I'm going to go to the tub of grapes, create my own wine, and feel better. I mean, because think about it. If stress triggers the habit of unhealthy snacking, right? Getting that half a gallon of ice cream, you've got to figure out another way to have that stress relief. Maybe it's an activity. Maybe it's meditation. Maybe it's going for a run or a walk. I used to love to run. I still do, actually. But I know that if I continue to pound the pavement like I used to, I'm not going to have any hips or knees left for another 10 years. Like, I'm going to have full hip replacements and 2 knee replacements. And I don't want to go through that. I don't want to, even though nowadays we've got technology on our side. People are out walking. It's a one day, you're not even staying overnight. Like, you get it done and you're out that same day. Wonderful. But I don't want to do it. So I'm very careful about, okay, well, running isn't a great idea. Yeah, it helps me relieve stress, but it's going to cause stress somewhere else. So what can I do? For me right now is riding a bicycle. Sometimes I take my bicycle, it collapses, and I take it outside next to the pool, and I just ride it. Now, it's a stationary bike, by the way. It's not going anywhere, because then I'd fall into the pool, and that's for another episode. But seriously, develop a detailed plan to address the triggers. What is it? If it's late night snacking, maybe go to bed earlier. As simple as that. Change your sleeping habit. When you go shopping, get those fresh vegetables and fruit to curb those cravings. Like I said, you go for the great grapes and make your own wine and leave the half a gallon of ice cream behind. I mean, come on. I think we need to get an amen to that one. And especially if they're really good and sweet. I love those kind. I'm just saying. It's delicious. And if you need something sweet and salty, then add some cheese to it. Oh, if you can't do dairy, okay, then find something else that does work for you. There's ways to get around things. But see, if you're throwing something back at me, that means you're living in your excuses. Go listen to the episode that we had, 2 days ago? I'm all confuzzled as to where we are this week. My week is kind of an upheaval right now. Why? Because we're back to forced renovations again. And we're working on the floors, and it's exciting, but we had a few little spots, and they're making it right, and that's wonderful. But I've got plastic all over the place. I can't get to my bedroom. I can't get to one side of the house. It's kind of flustering. And you wonder why my cortisol levels are through the roof. I know the season that I'm in. But that doesn't give me an excuse not to take care of myself to the best of my ability right now in the season that I'm in. Understand your triggers. Number 2, start small and stay consistent. Break the habit into smaller, manageable steps. So if the goal is to reduce soda intake, start replacing 1 soda with a glass of water per day. Now, I love this, and I did this years and years and years ago. And yes, I know, don't send me the hate emails, but buy bottled water initially. Why? Because you're used to going into the refrigerator to grab something. You want something cold. So grab a cute bottled water. And if you have to, buy the little ones. Right now, it's only going to be a season in your life. You're not going to ruin the world because you've got plastics. And guess what? Recycle. And if you don't have a recyclable place, go find one and you won't feel guilty. But you know what? You didn't feel guilty about taking the aluminum cans, right, and drinking your soda from there. So just think about kind of how you're weighing things. But instead, grab that water that's available. And if you need to right now, go from soda to flavored water. And then move yourself from flavored water to regular water. That's a great stepping stone. It's smaller and it's manageable. And it allows you to stay consistent. Build that consistency to form that new habit. Set that specific, achievable goal and track it. And then guess what? Celebrate along the way. Remember, it's every single time you make a decision. So if you're used to having that 2:00, root beer, whatever, or Coke or Pepsi, whatever it is, your Dr. Pepper or Mountain Dew for some people, whatever it is that floats your boat, reach for something else and then celebrate it. And then the next day that you do the same thing, celebrate it again. Yes. Text somebody and say, guess what? I chose a flavored water! Exclamation point, exclamation point. You need to celebrate it. Start small and stay consistent. And finally, number 3, find healthy replacements. We kind of talked a little bit about this, right? From going from our half a gallon of ice cream to our great grapes. But replace that bad habit with a healthy alternative. If mindless scrolling on social media is a habit, swap that time with reading a book or go for a workout. Don't sit there and scroll for 30 minutes and say, I don't have enough time to work out. Really? Seriously? Like, that's a joke. It really is a joke, right? And the joke's on you. Don't let somebody else control your body and your mind. Think about that. If that's the only thing you get from today, take that home with you. Make healthy choices readily available to you. Stock up on nutritious foods. Sign up for fitness classes. Go with a friend. Join a support group. Maybe find a community. Maybe when we open up AIM, you want to be there in our fitness group and say, I just need somebody to say, I can do this. I got this. Breaking bad habits is going to require commitment from you. It's going to require determination and a resilience that you build one step at a time. And you've got to be willing to take that one step. Because that one step is going to lead you to miles of greatness. I remember when I started years and years ago, and I'm not back there, praise the Lord, but I would like to lose some weight, honestly. It's been a stressful year for me. It really has. I've had to deal with a lot, and I was doing really, really good. And then, man, I just hit this one point, and it was downhill when it came to my healthy lifestyle. And I began traveling more, and the demands on me physically and me having to be ever so present for family and friends was taking me to a breaking point. And so I was in survival mode, quite frankly. And this is not to play my sad violin song for you and have an oh woe's me party. It's not. I'm letting you know this because I'm human too. I'm not talking about this because I've got it all figured out. I literally take it one step at a time. Every single time I go to the refrigerator, it's a conscious choice. Every single time I go and want to grab something in the pantry, should I even be in the pantry? No, because most of what's in the pantry, I cannot have. So why the heck am I in the pantry? Right? That should be a jail-like feeling for me. But you know what? I still go in the pantry. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. But you see, I tell you this because it's about understanding where you are. It's about loving yourself with kindness and compassion, but knowing that if you don't make the decision, nothing's going to change. And you're going to be here tomorrow, the next day, and the next day, or a year from now, or 2 years from now, hearing the same thing, going, gosh darn it, if I just would have started, where would I be now? Even if I only lost 10 pounds for the year. But if it was 10 pounds for an entire year and it was gone forever, in 5 years, I'd have 50 pounds off completely. I would be gaining back my strength. I would feel good about myself. Do you see where I'm going with this? Breaking bad habits today for a healthier tomorrow. Remember, it's never too late to make positive changes today for a better tomorrow. But you've got to be willing to do that. You've got to be willing to say, gosh, is this pain still worth putting up with it? Or do I need to make some changes before, wait, a medical center's taking care of me and I'm spending tens of thousands of dollars to something else that I could be doing somewhere else? Wouldn't you like to spend those tens of thousands of dollars on a vacation around the world instead of in a hospital bed? It is kind of eye-opening when you say it that way, even to hear myself say it that way. I didn't even write that as an example, but it's very telling. And when we get to this age in our life, you don't have decades to make changes. You have days, because days turn into decades. And when you get older and you crash that threshold of over a half century, man, time seems to collapse. And you got to get time on your side. Striking it at 53 is fabulous. But it's not fabulous if you're not taking care of yourself. You are made for more, my friend. You're created on purpose for a purpose. And I guarantee you, if God hasn't called you home yet, which obviously you're listening to me, so he hasn't, that means you've got more to finish here on earth. So why not be the best person you can be by being and giving yourself the best healthy body you can have? That doesn't mean you have to go to the extreme. But what would it feel like to get up and actually look at yourself in the mirror and feel good about seeing who you see? I want to leave you with that thought, because that in itself is life-changing. And maybe the way you look at it is not about, oh, I don't like who I am. It's, who am I becoming? That's who I want to see in the mirror. Go in peace. Be present. Be incredible. Be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed day. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.